Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like Macron, the president of France, has high hopes for a new world, and I guess he's hoping that he has to follow anyway. He's a follower. He has to build a new world with, I don't know exactly with whom, but I can only guess. As you probably know, the president of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, he traveled from Kiev or wherever he resides. He went to London. Over there, he told British people he needs this, he needs that, and when I'm coming back, I hope that everything is clear. Then he went to Paris. He met over there Olaf Scholz and Emmanuel Macron, the Chancellor of Germany and the President of France. Then he went to Brussels. Everybody over there was doing this to Mr. Zelensky, who's all of a sudden the most important person, Jesus Christ, most important person in the universe, except maybe challenging that, I'm not sure yet, to the reception he got over there and in Great Britain. It's just like a circus. It's unbelievable how low. But anyway, let's move on. Now, Macron made some statements together with Zelensky and Scholz. He made statements and these guys were Okay, so let's see what kind of statements Macron made that we pay attention to. And it's very important. His statement is very important. The idea is good, but the details are not there. So this article comes from the new voice of Ukraine. So it must be true, because everything that comes from that area must be accurate, and it is. Remember, the new voice of Ukraine is an accredited, approved, legal, perfect. Okay, Macron, this is the title, proposes to hold peace conference to end war in Ukraine. I think that requires at least, this, your rock. But hey, always the devil is in the details. So let's find it. If they give us details, and I have to give you a hint, and not really, or the details they give us could be interpreted in too many ways that becomes too confusing, or I will interpret it the way I see it. And since I'm not an idiot, I think I'm allowed to do that, as everybody else is allowed to make a fool of themselves. Now it's my turn. February 9th, 2023. So let's see what's going on with this. All right. And this is what Macron said. We want to build a world together. And I'm quoting. Now, first question. When you mean together, do you mean with all, or together like the two here? What do you mean? Do you mean Europe? Does that mean the West? Does it mean the club? The what? No, it doesn't say. And I'm quoting. Oh, gonna give us detail. Oh, and I'm quoting Macron again. A world that will ensure justice for Ukraine and its people. Period. Just a second. A question. What do you mean a world will ensure ensure justice for Ukraine and its people? Do you exclude other countries? And why is that? You can't talk about justice if you already say that you want justice for one side without taking into consideration there's more than one side involved in the world you're trying to, what was the word? Build together. And I'm quoting Macron again. A world that will serve our common desire to see a Europe united in solidarity. So a world that will serve our common. Okay, again, who's our? Well, maybe it's Europe. Our common desire to see a Europe united in solidarity. So he's talking about Europe, a world that allows us to build a space of stability and security for all. Okay, well, why don't you try to be, and I'm, end quote. So why are you not trying to be independent? All right, well, that's good. If you want to do that, let's do it. How are you going to do it, Mr. Macron? Hey, and now I am not quoting, I'm just saying what the New Voice of Ukraine author of this article says. Macron added that Zelensky's 10-point peace plan should form the basis of any future peace conferences, and pledged to further provide Ukraine with all the military aid it needs. So you pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and blah, 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 and you provide them with all the military aid it needs. You take from French people, give it to neighbors people. Okay, now I'm quoting again Mr. Macron. Ukraine can count on France and its allies to win the war. Russia should not and will not win the war. That's, end quote, Macron said. That's clear. Good. So we're all, I'm getting out of this, this world that you're building, it's for Europe, united in solidarity against beating the Russians, because you said here that you pledged further to provide Ukraine with all the military. So you're all together in this. Oh, okay, we knew that. And you're going to fight Russia till the end, it seems like. So where is that, the title says, peace conference? To end the war. When this title here, the headline, tells me, this is how I see it, Macron proposes to hold peace conference to end war. So he says, okay, everybody come over here, we're going to have a conference, we're going to discuss, and we're going to end war after the conference. That's how I see it, because the conference is before the war ends. But here, he doesn't say that. He said that Russia should not and will not win the war. Okay, anyway, let's see. Scholz has also promised Zelensky's Germany's full support. Full, that means all, with no limitations. That means anything Germany has. Women, ladies of the night, everything, sauerkraut and everything they got. Nothing that the most recent military aid package includes, that the most recent military aid package includes Leopard 1 and Leopard 2 battle tanks, which Ukrainians have long called for. All right, but remember, promised full support. Now, full support, I gotta mention certain things here. Full support means airplanes, full support means submarines, full support means warships, full support means troops, full support means nuclear weapons for the ones who have them. Not Germany. Germany has nuclear weapons deployed on their territory, operated by a foreign country. Foreign country that defends Germany from evil countries or evil country. You can make shit up. You can make comedies, you can make parodies, you can make horror movies all together. You can alternate them however you want to do it. Mishmash. You can make shit up. So, full support also includes, as I said, troops. Full support includes, taking your guys, going over there fighting, and everything else. All the money, everything, full, entire, 100. I mean, if you can say most of the support, full support. Anyway, I know I don't want to look into the details because it's too nasty. So I don't understand where that conference will take place. They said the conference will take place to end the war. That means it should occur before the war ends. So that would determine, maybe if you understand it differently, I read it for you and you make your own understanding, and that's it. Me, with my limitations, I got it this way. And that's it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.